Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. Specialty chemicals platform Distil has secured $3.1 million in a seed funding round led by Jungle Ventures and India Quotient with participation from other prominent investors and operators. This is Jungle's first India seed investment since the launch of First Check, a program for partnering with second-time entrepreneurs and seasoned operators at ideas pre-seed and seed stages. Joining me now to discuss this further is Atanuu Agarrwal, the co-founder of Distil, and with me, my colleague Shruti. Atanuu, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. First up, you're an R&D-led specialty chemicals platform where you use tech to offer solutions to procure specialty chemicals. Can you sort of break it down for us and explain what it is that you do and what you have on offer?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me on the program. Really appreciate it. So essentially, what's happened in the last decade or so is that a lot of manufacturing, especially in the chemical space, and this happened in pharma maybe 30, 40 years ago, is starting to move to India, right? The world is recognizing that India can be a go-to destination for their specialty chemicals needs. And Distil ends to be at the cutting edge of that trend, right? So what we look at ourselves as a product-driven company, and that is why we have a lot of focus on our R&D setup and our process engineering capabilities. So what we want to offer to the manufacturers around the world is a supplier of choice and a go-to platform where they can come for their specialty chemical needs, where we will help them on the R&D function as well, and sort of discover the process for them. And also then later, we have our contract manufacturing partners on our platform, which will then commercialize those processes and then be able to deliver very high quality products to manufacturers across the globe.
All right, Atanuu, this is Shruti quickly stepping in. If you could tell us what is the big pain point that you're solving? You touched upon this, but if you could elaborate it further and tell us who's your target audience and what kind of efficiencies do your offerings really bring to your clients? If you could explain a use case, perhaps.
Sure. So what's happened, Shruti, around the world is that, as you know, there are several geopolitical factors as well, where a lot of large manufacturers who use these specialty chemicals want to diversify their supply chains, right? Some of it came due to the pandemic as well, where they want to build resilience in their supply chain. So often in chemicals, we use chemicals as a catch-all term, but of course there are like lots of different molecules, right? There are lakhs of molecules. And in many molecules, there are mini monopolies, right? There are only one or two suppliers that supply many global manufacturers. So often these large enterprises are looking to diversify their supply chain and prop up another supplier in a more friendly geography, right? So if they were relying on China till now, geopolitical forces and this need for resilience is driving them towards propping up some suppliers in friendly geographies like India, right? And that is where Distil comes in, where we are aggregating all these capacities that we already have in India and putting a R&D layer on top and offering this as an integrated solution to people looking to diversify away and build resilience in their supply chain and ensure that whatever chemicals we supply to them are of high quality and are complex chemicals, right? So we are not looking to deal in commodity chemicals where there are already large capacities and large suppliers. We're looking to deal in niche, very complex chemicals that require batch processes, that require a lot of R&D, and that's sort of our main value proposition for us.
Right, so that's the niche that you found. Now you've raised the $3.1 million, right? So expansion, R&D, tech development, all of that is on top of the radar. So quickly, if you could elaborate on, what these plans are and how you're going to spend the money and any new offerings in the pipeline.
Sure. So as I told you, we're a product-driven company. So the first and foremost use of funds is towards our R&D and process engineering capabilities. So you will see most of the funding being allocated towards our R&D team, our R&D setup, and our contract manufacturing platform. Secondly, of course, every company is built on sales. So the second biggest use of funds will be our business development and sales teams. We intend to target not only the India market, but going after the North America market, the Europe market as well. So we need funds to set up those teams. And then finally, as you correctly pointed out, technology is a key lever that we can utilize, especially vis-a-vis our competitors who are legacy incumbents. And there, again, we are not looking to reinvent the wheel. We want to tie pieces that already exist together and sort of leverage what's already out there and offer that efficiency to our customers.
Atanuu, very quickly in 30 seconds, if you could answer this, you also plan to develop proprietary products in specialty chemicals, franchisee for the life sciences segment, including flavors and fragrances, food ingredients and more. Can you elaborate on these plans quickly?
Yeah. So basically, one error that often people make is they think specialty chemicals is some vertical play, right? It is in fact a horizontal play with very diverse segments, right? Each segment has very different requirements. So at Distil, what we have determined is that we want to be very narrowly focused on certain segments and go deep in those segments. So initially, our plan for the short term is that we will focus on aroma ingredients and food ingredients to start with, where we will offer deep solutions, where we have identified certain molecules where we believe that there is a white space, there aren't enough suppliers, where we will offer those solutions to our customers. And then in short order, as we establish ourselves in these segments, we establish Distil's brand in these segments, we will expand to then maybe personal care and pharma, and then maybe much later to the industrial sector. So that's sort of our plan.
All right. So lots of big plans there, Atanuu. But thank you so much for joining us on the show. We're completely out of time and we wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Farhan.